That is awesome, dude. Look how red he is. That's real animal style right there.
Look at that.
That is a day maker, baby. Oh, look at that.
Real Animals, presented by Contender Boats.
Hey gang, today I am in beautiful Isla, Florida. I'm in the Florida Keys. Absolutely an incredible place, just a beautiful, beautiful destination. Very, very fishy here. You know, Florida Keys is the fishing capital of the world, and it's for good reason. You know, I was looking for a guy to come down here to the Keys and film some shows with, and as I was discussing it with Contender Boats, all the names that kept coming up everybody I talked to kept pointing me to one name, and that was Captain Greg Poland. And then him and I got to spend a little time together this year at the Miami Boat Show, and I knew that he'd be the right guy to come down here and put me on some Silver Kings. Hey gang, today I'm in the beautiful Florida Keys. I'm fishing out of Isla, Florida. My good friend, Captain Greg Poland, is taking me fishing. Greg, what do you think? I mean, it's spring here in the Keys.
Spring in the Keys,
Lots of stuff going on, right?
Yep. A little bit of wind today. I mean, we got everything from, you know, a snapper bite to a sailfish bite. We're going to see what we can do. Look for some tarpon this morning, but generally just fishing around the Keys, just like...
going fishing.
We're going fishing. We're going to get some bait and go see what we can do.
I like it. I like it. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day out here. See what the good Lord gives us. About 7 months ago, Hurricane Irma came around the south tip of Florida and beat up the Florida Keys pretty bad. Lots and lots of homes were destroyed and lots of property damage. Lives were lost. It was a very, very bad storm. I was anxious to make this trip down here. The Florida Keys is one of my very favorite places, and it really lifted my spirits as we drove into Key Largo, the very first key there, and could see that the Keys are beaming with life. Resorts are open, there was boats and traffic, but you could really tell what a special community this is, as they've seemed to really come together, help one another. You know, the aid is working here, and they've got everything freshly painted, and there's new fences up, and everything was open for business, and it seemed like the Florida Keys were back on their feet.
Yesterday on the ground all in here, there's tons of tarpon laying in here.
Yeah, look at that, dude. That's tarpon for sure.
The fish were in here really good yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell whether those were all tarpon or some of those are, you know, porpoise. I mean, we saw something out there.
Tarpon fishing can be a little tedious. You know, you can sit on a lot of tarpon. They can be moody and temperamental. I call it tarpon being tarpon, because you'll just come across acres of fish and they're not in the mood to eat anything. But the good news is, especially if you got a boat full of kids, a lot of times those sharks are around, those 4 or 5 foot black tip sharks are around, and they're always in the mood to eat, and they can save a bite, save kids from boredom, all those good things when they're around. Sharks and tarpon just go together.
Come on, come flying out of the water. That's got a better attitude, doesn't it?
Sure does. I just saw a big flash.
That one ran off a little line. Come on, come flying out of the water.
We're gonna be in this live one here in a second, dog.
Okay.
Big old flash out there. No, shark.
Sharky, isn't it?
Yep. Another little sharky.
Sharky.
This one you ought to be able to lip.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
He's flying around, dude.
He's coming, he's
Atta
coming.
boy. Yeah. Got some teefies.
That's the perfect way to let them go right there.
It is. Well, you don't think lipping them would be good?
Keep all the digits.
Tarpon fishing 101, baby.
Yeah.
You will
catch a
catch
shark.
some sharks. You will catch some sharks tarpon fishing.
Real Animals is brought to you by Quantum Fishing Reels. Outsmart, outfish, outlast. Ray Marine, simply superior. Mirror Lure, turn on the bite. Ingle, high performance coolers.
You know, for many, many years now, tarpon has been one of Florida's premier game fish, and for obvious reasons, you know, just such an epic battle when you hook up with one of the Silver Kings, you know, with a moniker like the Silver King, you know, they got to be pretty much bringing it anyway. So just a great fish, you know, a lot of them are caught in shallow water, sight fishing opportunities, you know, you can cut bait them like we did today. Just a bunch of different options, and it's just a really, really special fish. So, you know, it's really a great opportunity when you can come down here early in tarpon season and get on some of these fish. There's just really nothing like it. It's absolutely fantastic.
That looks like a tarpon. It's got tarpon written all over it, baby.
Yeah, poon, poon, poon.
Power poles are up. All right, buddy.
Atta boy, Greg Poland.
That's what we came for, isn't it? Enjoy yourself. You're tarpon fishing in the Florida Keys.
In the Florida Keys, baby. Incredible head shake. The power's unbelievable.
Yeah, man, look at that. Nice, buddy, nice. Beautiful. Now we're talking.
Atta boy.
That was clearing up things a little bit. Hope he didn't get too far away from you.
No, he's not bad. This is why you come. The Silver King in the Florida Keys. Windy, tough conditions for sure. Coming at me, coming at me.
Okay, buddy, we're in neutral. Come up jumping. Woohoo, nice. Nice, buddy, nice. You're right at the leader there. What do we call that?
Leader touch, baby.
That's it, man.
Look at that pretty fish there, huh?
That's it. What do you say, my friend, huh?
I think we are tarpon fishing in the Florida Keys, baby.
That's it, that's it. Love it, I love it. My favorite fish in the world right there. There he is, there he is. Beautiful, look at that guy. That's the right size
It's
too,
the
isn't it, Mike?
perfect size, yeah.
That is the right size.
Perfect size. Still, you say that and, you know, that's a lot of fish.
I'm gonna put the poles down.
Okay.
God, I love these 10-footers, man.
Oh,
That's definitely what's going on my next boat.
power poles change the game, baby. They really do. Especially when you're, you know, shallow water tarpon fishing like this.
Yeah.
That's what makes it such an essential tool. And the 10-footers give you that versatility.
Nice.
All muscle, baby.
Head shaker, right there. Look at that guy, isn't he pretty? Perfect, dude, perfect.
Sawed through the leader, baby.
Yep.
Huh? That is absolutely why you come to the Florida Keys. You get yourself a killer guide like Greg Poland and you go catch him up.
Nice,
Atta
man.
boy,
That was
nice job, buddy.
beautiful,
Let's go do another one.
That's absolutely.
Woo! That is why you come right here, baby. 5-hour drive, Sleep in a nice cozy bed, wake up in the morning, go catch tarpon.
That's it.
Absolutely amazing. Attaboy, G.
Real Animals is brought to you by South Seas Island Resort, Rolls Axle Trailers, built like no other, Bull Bay Rods, combined with tangle-free guides for a difference you can feel. Lazy Days RV, exclusive RV partner of the Real Animals Fishing Show.
You know, Greg had a charter trip yesterday, and he had fell upon this great area that was holding a lot of tarpon. We sat there for a couple hours and we just couldn't get any takers, and that's when Greg said he had one more secret spot that he wanted to try, and it was absolutely a great spot.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
He's on, babe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy, look at that pig there, huh? That's what you come for right there. Nothing better than that right there. And that is a good fish.
Boom.
I didn't
Almost
even see
jumped in
that
that
one
other
jump.
guy's boat.
I didn't even get to bow on that one. Oh, we could have lost that one. The Silver King, baby. That is why. It's one of the greatest game fish in North America, right there. Because
If I had one last fish to catch, you're pulling on him. Far and away, that is my favorite fish in the world. Boom, nice. Great bow. Look at that guy. Beautiful, buddy. I'm so glad you came to see me in Islamorada.
I am glad that I came to see you too, Captain Greg Poland, getting it done.
Look at that guy. This is the way to start off the spring season.
Yeah, buddy. Well,
Woo, yeah, man.
you know what's really interesting is I don't get on this end of the rod for tarpon much. As I get into my season, I'm on the other end. I'm where you are, which isn't a bad place to be once you get tired.
Yeah.
It will
I
burn
think you've got him caught, my friend.
Will burn a lot of energy.
You know, I've caught a lot of these and I've had a lot of clients catch a lot of them, and I'm so excited every tarpon season just to see these fish. They are truly my favorite.
Yeah, baby, come on.
There's that hook right there.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna have
Good
it.
morning, Captain.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, that's a perfect release, buddy. Soaking wet. Thank you so much,
was
dude.
good,
What an
man.
absolutely amazing day, my friend.
That was great.
Wow,
Look at that.
that is unbelievable right there. That's Real Animals in the Florida Keys, Captain Greg Poland. Unbelievable.
That's a real animal, all right. I love it.
Real Animals Tip of the Week is brought to you by CCA Florida and CCA Florida Star Tournament.
Hey gang, this week's Tip of the Week, I'm here with my very good friend, Captain Lisa Fitzgerald. She is the tournament director for CCA Star Florida, year 4 for the CCA Star Tournament now. And it's really blown up. It's an incredible event, but from what I've seen, it looks like this year is gonna be even better.
Well, that's right, Mike. It has really morphed into something really cool. Not only are we doing the $100,000 in college scholarships.
Probably my favorite part.
Yeah, and we have non-tagged species that we've always had,
Right.
but this year we're adding non-tagged redfish to the divisions. So if you catch a non-tagged redfish, you can enter it in its own division and win a brand new boat. We also added tarpon.
Really?
And with our tarpon, our thought process behind that is there are so many people that tarpon fish. We want to make sure that they understand how to handle their fish, what to do, and there's some really strict guidelines with it.
Sure.
You can lead or release the fish with the measuring device, but we have strict guidelines, and we have a $10,000 prize package for that.
Wow. Also,
Yeah.
I know the
Hummingbird,
offshore
yes.
guys are pretty happy too, right?
Oh,
Because
yes.
the offshore
I was
division-
saving the best for
Okay,
last.
the offshore division got crazy, I
The
know.
offshore division got really crazy. We now have a grouper division,
Nice.
and we also then do tagged dolphin. So the
that one was really
first
cool.
person To catch a tagged dolphin that is registered for the competition and a CCA member either wins $10,000 cash or a college scholarship if they're a youth.
Nothing is more incredible than watching those kids come up on the stage with their families in the audience and getting those scholarships for doing what they love to do. So much stuff goes on with CCA. Take some time, dig into CCA, find out why it's so important in the area that you live in. If you have a CCA Star Tournament like we do here in Florida, it's an amazing thing. It's been going on in Louisiana for a long time, and it's really great there. CCA Star Tournament, the website?
www.ccaflstar.com. Get on there, get registered. $75 to fish all summer with your opportunity at $500,000 in prizes.
Great prizes too, absolutely incredible. That's your tip of the week.
Real Animals is brought to you by Maui Jim, color, clarity, detail. Plantation on Crystal River. Pro Marine, quality marine engine parts overnight. Gator Gems Tackle, not just another tackle store. Closed captioning provided by Gator Ford. This week's Tackle Box is brought to you by Cleanse Oil, America's original cleaner, lubricant, and protectant.
Hey gang, in this week's Real Animals adventure, Captain Greg Poland and I are using some of my favorite tarpon rods on the market. These are the 8-foot, 30 to 50 pound class bull bay rods. Now this is a heavy action rod, but it still has a fast action tip. The reason we like that fast action tip is a lot of times when you're tarpon fishing, you might be throwing baits that don't have a lot of weight to them, like a crab that's a little bigger than a $1/2, even a threadfin herring. A live threadfin herring isn't always all that heavy, so that fast action tip gives you a little bit of distance on your cast, okay? Really, really important. The reel for these deals is real simple. This is, in my opinion, the only way to go. I like the Quantum Cabo 80s, okay? I notice a lot of guys try to go light and they'll try to do a 60 or a 50 class reel. But here's the deal, okay? A 75 pound to 100 pound tarpon is anywhere from 75 to 100 years old, okay? The bigger drag surface on the 80s is really important because you want to get that fish to the boat, get your picture, and get your release as soon as possible, okay? For our line today, I'm using a 50 pound braided line, and I'm also using 50 and 60 pound fluorocarbon leader. I always make sure I'm using a circle hook because when those fish zero in on that scent, they tend to suck it right off the bottom. So you want to make sure that you use that circle hook where 95 to 98% of the time you're going to get them right in the corner of the mouth, okay? This is all the gear you need to do exactly what Captain Greg Poland and I did today. Go catch yourself some tarpon. You know, we ended up with a pretty special opportunity here. We were down here for a couple of days, and the day after this incredible tarpon fishing, we had the opportunity to sneak offshore in a beautiful 39 Contender, brand new boat. Our buddy Gus there was nice enough to run us offshore and kind of show me a little bit more of what the Keys offshore world look like, and it's a beautiful place. It really is. All right, absolutely incredible morning so far. You know, swinging by the lighthouse this morning, playing with the cudas, got the ballyhoo, catching bait. We're really hoping for some sailfish, maybe a permit. You just never know. So right now we're just fishing. We're in about 130, 140 foot of water. Greg's got us set up. We got one trolling rod running really, really deep. We got one up top, so we'll see what happens here. There he is, that a boy?
Somebody reeling Gus's sailfish rod. Somebody reeling Gus's sailfish rod, please. Thanks.
Got it. For years and years and years, I've said redfish are my favorite fish to catch. Light tackle, I love to catch redfish, absolutely. Backcountry, shallow water, redfish, my favorite. Until I started catching permit. And then permit became one of my favorites, right up there with redfish, because they are incredible. Built like a trash can lid or a sewer drain cover, you know, big, round, and They turn sideways in the water and they give you such a spectacular fight. They're so beautiful. Gotta put some heat on them, dog. Now he's in the wreck. No, he's not in the wreck yet. You're good. That's all right. That rod will take it, bro. No, he's not. Real. You gotta put heat on them on the wreck. Got to. They'll go right to the wreck. They're structure oriented. They're on a wreck here and they're swimming in circles around that wreck. They know every inch of that bottom way better than you do, way better than your machine does. And when you get that fish hooked and you know you got them, a lot of times, especially on a big wreck like this, where there's a lot of stuff to break you off, a lot of relief, you need to put a little heat on them and turn that fish and get them away. Our day offshore was absolutely spectacular. And it didn't have anything to do with the bite because the bite wasn't great that day. But to see the water, the clarity, how beautiful it is down there in the Florida Keys is something special. It takes you to an almost tropical place. You just don't get that kind of water clarity in very many places around the US. It's all made possible because of this incredible water that flows in and out of the Keys and makes it so beautiful and clean and clear. It's really, really a special place that only the good Lord could put on the planet.